And now I don't have to carry this 30 pounds up the hill. Welcome back. It is day 165 as a beekeeper, and today is phase 1 of hive winterization. Today we're going to be installing a Vivaldi board and black tar paper around the hive to get ready for winter. This is phase 1. Phase 2 will be insulation in the next video. Today I'm going to be taking the syrup off of the hive for the last time this season because I have fondant in the Vivaldi board. So they will be eating fondant from now on and going into the winter with everything they've stored up from this season. So let's open things up and have a look. It's actually a pretty warm day today, so I'm expecting a lot of activity in here. How much syrup did they eat this week? Almost all of it. Looks like they found the syrup. All right, this is going to be the last time I take this inner cover off because I'm going to replace this with the Vivaldi board. They are loving the pollen patty now. Look at that. I'm going to have a quick look in the bottom brood box just to see if they've used those bottom frames to store syrup. Oh. A couple of weeks ago, the frames over on this side were pretty empty. Yeah, they're still very light. There's nothing in this frame at all. A little bit of syrup and a little bit of pollen. But it's extremely light. There's hardly anything in it. Tiny bit of brood. These frames are very light. This bottom box has almost no syrup. It has very little brood. It has almost no capped honey and no pollen. So I'm a little bit, I don't know. It seems a little odd. So many bees. All right, putting on the Vivaldi board. So this is it. It's an inner cover. We have a front entrance, a top entrance, ventilation, a place to put food, protection here to put your moisture absorbent material on top of this. And there you go. That's it. Warm, moist air will come up through this middle hole here. That will keep the fondant pliable. If you put dry sugar, it'll keep it a little bit damp so that the bees can get at it a little easier. And all the moisture is going to wick up out of here and out of these vents or into the material It is recommended, and I'm going to give it a try, to use burlap. So that's it. The next step in winterization is to wrap the hive with black tar paper. Okay, so to recap on the hive, we have a lower front entrance with a reducer in there. Phase 2 of winterization, I'm going to put a mouse guard on here, so I haven't done that yet. But right now in phase 1 winterization, this is late fall, we have the bottom entrance reduced to about 3 inches. We have now have a new top entrance on the Vivaldi board. We have a vent up here. There's a central hole in the Vivaldi board where moisture can come up and wick through the burlap, and then air can vent this way through the hive at the top. In the bottom, I have my screen bottom board with my my plastic core flute here on the lower level. So this is ventilation as well. This is also an escape for water. So if any water does drip down the inside of the hive, it's going to find its way out here in the back. So water can come out and drip down from here. So ventilation going in, water coming out, and then we have the whole thing wrapped in waterproof tar paper. It's black, so it's going to absorb the sun in the wintertime, and it's going to block all wind from whipping through the hive, and it's a rain barrier. So that's basically it. I'm also going to strap this down so that nothing blows away. And in phase 2, I'm going to put insulation on the sides and the back and on the top of the cover. And I'm going to explain that in the next video. But right now, this is phase 1, winterization. Also, there's fondant inside there for them to eat because I've now taken the syrup off. The nights are just getting too cold. Despite today's 60-degree weather and all the activity, it's basically chilly weeks now. So they're not really taking a lot of syrup. And whatever syrup they do take, they gotta evaporate. So they're gonna be eating fondant now, and that's about it. See you guys in the next video.